What's going on, guys? Sergeant Galaxia back with part 3, system requirements for beginner's guide to streaming, and we're going to be talking today about the software side. Now, this one's going to be a little bit longer than the other ones, just simply because there's a lot that I feel that is necessary in terms of software. The ones that I'm going to be covering today, they're going to be Twitch TV, obviously, XSplit, which I'm using to record right now. It's going to be Sony Vegas to edit the videos, Audacity for sound, and Photoshop are going to be the ones. So, first, we'll go over Twitch. So this is Twitch TV, for those of you who don't know. This is currently my page, as you can see. Let me just move my face. There we go. This is my current page. This is basically your portal to streaming. This is what people are going to see when you start streaming. This is going to be your page. You can obviously edit stuff such as your profile picture in the top left, your background when it says that you're offline, what people see, some of your highlights if you choose to have highlights when you're streaming. This is basically your title, obviously, what you're streaming. You can give little tidbits on what system you're streaming on, like I do. I usually do Xbox One because normally people are looking for what system people are looking to stream on. And any other announcements, like currently I'm doing a $10 Steam game giveaway at 300 followers. And if you guys were wondering where some of your follower counts and stuff like that, if you can see right here, the little I is how many people have seen your channel. It doesn't matter how many times, it's just how many hits you get, no matter if they're unique or the same. Currently I have 6,059, which is okay. And for followers, which is the little heart, that's with, again, up here with the 300 followers, I currently am at 252. So to go down a little bit, this is your area where you can have all your links associated, and this is going to be, all this stuff is going to be mentioned later on in my part 6 of staying social, and it's going to be a little bit within the other 5 and 4 as well, but this area is going to be majority covered in part 6. So this is basically where you can add some of your links if you wish. As far, you can either have just straight text or you can add an image, obviously. Some of these images you can either like not have anything do anything when you click, obviously, and if you click on other ones where you see my mouse cursor turns into a hand, if you click that, it'll redirect you to my Twitter page and stuff like that. But again, that's another day. We'll talk about that. It's going to be more in part 6, like I mentioned before. So enough of that. We will move on to the next one, which is going to be XSplit. So if you guys just wondering, the screen is going to freak out a little bit because I have it so it captures the screen that you're looking on right now, and I'm going to drag it over right now, and zoop. This is XSplit. Don't mind the mirrored effect, because what happens is it takes the screen region of the entire screen, and since the screen region is within the screen region, it just loops and loops and loops and loops. But this is XSplit. This is probably the granddaddy of all streaming. There's also a few other ones. I think there's one that's like OBG or something like that. It's a freebie that you can also use. It's an alternative, but I have used it, and it's a little bit not as user-friendly as this, I would think. But if paying for a little bit is not your style, you can always investigate that and go from there. But to kind of break down what this is basically where you set up all your stuff. So if you see right here, which I'll probably make a little bit bigger, just give me 1 second. Oh shit, we're not doing that. Just give me 1 second, guys. We're going to knock it down to 50. Okay, there we go. So basically what you're going to be seeing is your scene sources and your current scenes. This is basically what you have little scenes already set up for you. So for example, right here, if you guys can read it, it says Xbox for me. So when I stream on Xbox, I'll show you real quick. It has a screen. Hello. And that's all my Xbox connected to everything, and so on and so forth. And so if we hop back to the other scene, it goes back to where we were. So that's how the current scenes work. You basically set up scenes for certain scenarios that you know are going to happen. And the scene sources, this is basically where all your inputs are coming in from. As you can see right here, this says my screen region. This basically allowed me to take a section of my screen and have it only project that section. And since I took the entire screen, it's capturing the entire screen. And this one says my webcam. It basically lets me select my webcam. There's me. And I go away because I deselected it. And you can also do a lot of other things. If you were using an Xbox, for example, if you had that capture card like I was talking about, the AverMedia capture card, which I used, which I also mentioned in part 2, you basically click on that and it will have a new little window that pops up that's whatever it's capturing, and you can resize it, you can do a lot of other things, and obviously you can select it in the foreground, and it basically in the screen sources area, which I just have to hide this real quick. In the screen sources area, you saw how the AverMedia was in front. Basically, in a nutshell, if you want this to be in the background, you basically switch the order, and it goes from top down, and so the AverMedia, if I even select it, you won't see it because it is in the background. So that is how that works in a nutshell. And for those of you who are wondering some other things, how do you stream off of this? So right now, if you can see right here, it's saying recording locally. That's basically recording to my local hard drive, so I'm not streaming whatsoever right now, and that's what that's doing. So you have these little options right here, local recording and Twitch. So basically, if you want to record again on your hard drive for like a local video, say for YouTube, or if you want to have a easier method of processing videos, you local record and then you deal with them later. But there's also the one that you guys are probably